Sula Vineyards Limited. Recommended final dividend of 5.25 rupees. The 15th of May 2023. West Leisure Resorts Limited. Recommendation of dividend 10/5. DCM Shriram Limited. Record date for dividend if declared IAGM. The 18th of July 2023. Jayathi Labs Limited. AGM and payment of dividend. The 3rd of July 23. Shilp Gravures Limited. To recommend final dividend. 13/5. Sutlej Textiles and Industries Limited. Recommended dividend of 1 rupees. Gujarat Fluorochemicals Limited. Recommendation final dividend of 2 rupees. Rain, Madras Limited. AGM. Symphony Limited. Recommended final dividend of 1 rupees. Rosary Biotech Limited. AGM and final dividend. The 24th of May 2023. Talbris Engineering Limited. To recommend dividend. 19/5. BN Rathi Securities Limited. Recommendation of dividend. 15/5. Tatvachintan Pharmachem Limited. Recommended final dividend of 2 rupees. Piramal Enterprises Limited. Recommended final dividend of 31 rupees. Shakti Pumps India Limited. Recommended final dividend of 2 rupees. Forgings Limited. Postponed board meeting to consider dividend. 17/5. Mercury Laboratories Limited. Book closure for AGM and payment of dividend. Electra Greentech Limited. Recommended final dividend of 4 rupees. Gulshan Polyols Limited. To recommend final dividend. 12/5. DCB Bank Limited. Recommended dividend of 1.25 rupees. Assurewood Capital Limited. Recommendation of bonus issue in the proportion of 1:2. Macrotech Developers Limited. Record date for bonus shares in the ratio of 1:1. The 26th of May 2023. Britannia Industries Limited. AGM. Jammu and Kashmir Bank Limited. Recommended dividend of 0.50 rupees. Indo National Limited. To recommend dividend. 23/5. KOKUYO Camlin Limited. To consider recommendation of dividend. 12/5. Ultramarine and Pigments Limited. To recommend dividend. 19/5. TVS Electronics Limited. To consider dividend. Century Plyboards I Limited. To consider recommendation of dividend. 15/5. Orient Electric Limited. To consider final dividend. Victoria Mills Limited. To recommend dividend. 26/5. Kajaria Ceramics Limited. To recommend dividend. 16/5. Kirloskar Oil Engines Limited. To recommend dividend. 19/5. Shiva Mills Limited. To recommend dividend. 25/5. Esab India Limited. To recommend final dividend. 25/5. Gujarat Narmada Valley Fertilizers and Chemicals Limited. To recommend dividend. 18/5. Ecoplast Limited. To recommend dividend. 25/5. Tamil Nadu Newsprint and Papers Limited. To recommend dividend. 24/5. Orion Pro Solutions Limited. To recommend dividend. 16/5. Link Limited. To recommend dividend. Jtect India Limited. To recommend dividend. 22/5. Pfizer Limited. To recommend final dividend. 15/5. Capri Global Capital Limited. To recommend dividend. 22/5. Rama Phosphates Limited. To recommend final dividend. 18/5. NGL Fine Chem Limited. To consider final dividend. 15/5. Rainbow Children's Medicare Limited. To consider final dividend. 14/5. Alembic Pharmaceuticals Limited. Recommended a dividend of 8 rupees. Nakoda Group of Industries Limited. To recommend final dividend. 10/5. Wonderla Holidays Limited. To consider final dividend. 24/5. Heg Limited. To consider dividend. 22/5. Tixmaco Rail and Engineering Limited. To recommend dividend. 12/5. Blue Dart Express Limited. Recommended a dividend of 30 rupees. Artemis Medicare Services Limited. Recommended final dividend of 0.45 rupees. Shelby Limited. To recommend dividend. 15/5. ITC Limited. To consider final dividend. 18/5. Tixmaco Infrastructure and Holdings Limited. To recommend dividend. 12/5. Walch and Piapla First Limited. To recommend dividend. 12/5. DLF Limited. To recommend dividend. 12/5. Atom Valves Limited. To recommend final dividend. 11/5. Clara Industries Limited. Rights issue at 167 rupees. The 11th of May 2023. Equitas Small Finance Bank Limited. Recommended a dividend of 5 rupees. Tata Investment Corporation Limited. Recommended a dividend of 48 rupees. Indag Rubber Limited. Recommended final dividend of 1.50 rupees. PTL Enterprises Limited. Recommended final dividend of 1.75 rupees. Bharat Forge Limited. Recommended final dividend of 5.50 rupees. Thanks for watching. Please thumbs up if you like. Subscribe. Press the bell icon and never miss an update. Share and comment your thoughts on the comment section. And stay tuned with Corporate Actions India.